Hey y'all, welcome to Story Time with Kelly Willie Rowe. What I thought I'd tell you about tonight is being raised up in Alabama with a school teacher mama and an aggravated daddy. My mom and dad have been married 54 years before they passed away. And I'm going to tell you something, I got to watch the last few years of their life, and I am absolutely convinced that when you have been married 54 years, at that point in time in your relationship, you ain't got nothing left to talk about. One of them start to tell the story, and the other one just roll their eyes. You don't tell the story right or nothing. And at that point in time, they had their house separated to where the only common area was the kitchen. Daddy had his dang sitting room to watch TV, and his bedroom he slept in. Mama had her bedroom that she slept in, and her sitting room to watch TV. And they just crossed paths every now and then to just get aggravated with each other because they done been married 54 years, and hell, I reckon they done talked about everything. But in one of the previous ones, I remember telling y'all that me and my daddy used to hunt together. Well, my daddy was president of the hunting club, so we had to have all these hunting dogs. Well, the way we hunted deer back in Alabama years ago when I was a kid, is we turned dogs loose, and the dogs would run them through the woods, and they run out on people and they shoot them. Now, y'all folks who don't know much about deer hunting, that might not seem very sporting to you, but I promise you, in the South, some of the most expensive meat in the world per pound is deer meat. Because there was years we'd go down there and we'd kill one 150, 160 pound deer, and I bet my mom and daddy spent $10,000 for us to go down there and hunt. So y'all do the math. But like I said, we had all them hunting dogs. Well, when you shoot a deer and it don't fall dead right there on the spot, you got to have what's called a cold-nosed dog. Well, a cold-nosed dog is the one you carry over there where the deer fell down. He left some blood, and that dog will backtrack him and find where he fell down dead in the woods. Well, my daddy found this one dog. That dog about 211 years old. When he brought it home, my little brother, this boy won the lottery, he named that dog Dinosaur. That dog was so old, he didn't have like one tooth. Well, I don't know what I ever did to make that dog mad, but that dog never liked me. And my job every morning was to go down there and feed and water them dogs and shovel up the dog poop out of the pens and everything. And I swear to God I could starve that dog for 2 days. And when I walked in there, that son of a bitch tried to bite me. Well, he ain't got one tooth, And I mean, it's really more or less just a gumming, but it's one of them reflex things. You just can't never get over jumping when a dog goes to gum you or bite you. So I was complaining to my daddy about it all the time and everything. My daddy got tired of hearing it. So he went by the feed and seed store. Those of y'all that ain't from the South, feed and seed store where you can get pretty much everything. Well, he bought this big old cattle prod stick. It was a big old hollow tube. You put like 11 damn size deep batteries in it, had 2 prongs on it and everything. And he come home from work that day. And I'm complaining. I'm about 10, 12 years old. Daddy, them dog bite me, Well, come on, boy, let's go get this solved right now. So, put about 8 or 10 batteries in there, walked around there to the dog pens, and at this time, my daddy, construction worker like me, he done growed up on the chain to where he was like field superintendent. So he had his nice little Carhartt with khakis on with his little cowboy boots and everything, dressed nice, but he didn't have to get out and get dirty no more. Well, we walked down there in that dog pen with that dog Dinosaur, and when we walked in that dog pen, we stand about 10, 12 foot apart, and that darn dog's got his head towards me, growling and everything. My daddy's standing there behind it. He said, "Poke him with that prod stick." I said, "Okay." And when I poked that dog, folks, all 4 legs stuck out straight just like that right there in the air, and everything that was in that dog's colon and in his gut tract turned liquid and flew out his rear end at about 250 miles an hour and painted my daddy from the damn knees down with canine fecal matter. Well, as a kid growing up with an aggravated daddy, you had to learn how to control your laugh reflex. So I'm standing there, I can't figure out whether to laugh, run, cry, hide, shit, wind my watch, do whatever. And he's standing there and he's looking at me. And I'm watching him, I'm about to blow a damn O-ring trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And he finally looked down at it and he said, "Well, I reckon it knocked the shit out of him, didn't it?" Well, that's when I started laughing. Well, later on in life, when all the kids got grown up and everything, the year before I was born, 1957, my mom and daddy bought one of them Brownie home movie cameras and everything. One of them kind that it don't take talking, as they speak. It had no sound to it or anything. It had one of these. My daddy had one of these big old bars about this big with like 8 or 9 lights on it. So when he's filming indoors, everybody's going like this all the time. Just can't see nothing because you're looking in the darn sun. You know, a few minutes of video and you have a damn tan on you. You know. Well, years after I was grown, they quit shooting videos and everything. Somebody broke in the darn house and stole a projector and one of them old screens you had to pull up and all that. Well, I convinced my mama to send me them darn videotapes, and I was going to have it all put on a VHS tape and give mom and dad and all my brothers and sisters a copy of it. Well, she sent it to me, and it's in this cardboard box, and ain't nary damn one of them things labeled. Well, I found a guy up the road up here. He does all that stuff. And the trouble with 40 years of family history that ain't labeled, old Slick, he just started putting shit on damn VHS tape. Well, we get it all ready. Me and the wife get ready to run up there at Christmas. I got everybody copies of it and everything. And it was a big crying moment for my mama to get to see all these home videos, 40 years of family history that she ain't seen in 15, 20 years. Well, we popped that thing in the VCR and we're sitting there. Like I said, ain't no rhyme or reason to putting this tape together. It has some nice music, memories or something like that playing. But the trouble is, like the videos of me, hell, one minute I'm 6 years old walking, next minute I'm 16, and then 10 minutes later I'm 6. You know, all the kids, it was out of sequence. And the hell of it is, I don't know why, but in the South, they do this big old thing at every funeral. They shoot all the flyers at the funeral, when somebody died. And my poor mama, she'd be sitting there on the couch, and there'd be all these videos, all these flyers up there, and she'd go, oh, look, that's when Uncle Zeke died. Then 10 minutes later, damn, Uncle Zeke's sitting on the couch by somebody. So, woo, these are the problems that a redneck runs into. All right, this concludes story time with Kelly Willie Rowe. Just try to live long enough to where you can piss on your nuts. Roll Tide.